Day 18. Chewbacca Defense and Argumentum ad nauseam. Tina and Chris had one person significantly influencing their quest. Miss Applesby, their first-grade teacher. Every time she saw Chris and Tina, whether together or separately, she would greet them with a beaming smile and enthusiastically affirm the existence of Santa. Her eyes would sparkle with so much enthusiasm that even Tina, the skeptic, found herself smiling and succumbing to this Christmas spirit during those moments. However, within 10 to 20 minutes after these encounters, Tina was back to her usual skeptical self. For example, Miss Applesby would come up and say something like, "You can't question Santa's existence. Look at the joy and excitement he brings to children worldwide. It's like trying to deny the happiness of presents and holiday cheer. Plus, have you seen the size of his magical toy bag? It's bigger on the inside, just like the TARDIS from Doctor Who." Or on another day, "I've uncovered the secret connection that proves Santa's real. You know those jingling bells we hear on Christmas Eve? Well, those aren't just any bells. They're enchanted, magical bells that only ring when Santa is near. They have a unique frequency that only mythical beings like Santa emit. So every time we hear those jingles, it's like a magical confirmation that Santa is in our midst, spreading joy and gifts." Or another day, "Have you considered the remarkable similarity between Santa's legendary journey and the tales of ancient myths and heroes? Think about it. Santa, like the heroes of old, embarks on an epic quest every Christmas Eve, overcoming obstacles and spreading joy. And just like in those heroic myths, Santa's existence is woven into the fabric of our cultural narrative." And next, "Have you ever thought about the intricate design of Santa's workshop? I mean, it's a marvel of engineering and logistics. The complexity of Santa's operation, with elves working tirelessly to produce toys for every child. It's beyond human capability. It's a well-orchestrated system that couldn't exist without a mastermind. And Santa's this genius behind it all. The level of detail in the workshop is proof of a higher intelligence guiding the process. Santa is the master toy maker orchestrating the magic that brings happiness to children all around the world." Secretly, Tina looked forward to those encounters with Miss Applesby, excited about the creative ideas and the enchanting world of magic and wonder she would immerse Tina in with her stories. When talking to Chris, she always maintained that those stories were just diversions from the actual questions. However, if she was honest with herself, she genuinely looked forward to them, often actively seeking out Mrs. Applesby for these encounters. They injected a light-hearted excitement into the holiday season. Tina admitted to herself that hearing about Santa presented as if he were real, repeatedly and in such a fun, delightful and magical manner, made her defences start to crumble. She began seriously contemplating the possibility that Santa might exist, although she wouldn't confess it to anybody but herself, not even to Chris. The Chewbacca defense is a term coined from a satirical South Park episode, and it refers to a legal strategy that intentionally uses confusing, irrelevant, or nonsensical arguments to divert attention from the actual issues at hand. In the context of Santa's, a Chewbacca defense might involve introducing irrelevant or confusing elements to distract from the discussion about Santa's existence or related topic. Argumentum ad nauseam, argument ad infinitum, or argument from repetition. It is a fallacy which favors a claim by its continuing reiteration, either by one person or many people. The appeal to these arguments implies that one of the parts is encouraging a superfluous discussion in order to evade arguments that can't be replied to, insisting on matters already discussed, explained, or debated. Urban legends are reinforced by repeating true or false claims until they become established as the beliefs of one individual or a whole society, thus becoming incontestable facts. This is a well-known quote allegedly by Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, "A lie repeated often enough becomes accepted truth."